Whether I'm out and about town or here in the studio, I love chatting with our next guest here, Carl Ribaudo. Great to have you in the house, man. We always have it talking about experiences and the value of them. But what is this growing trend? Are people, you finding more people doing solo travel, or they like to do families or groups?
Sean, great to see you this morning. I was
Yeah.
out riding my bike yesterday, kind of chilly, but I started, thinking about something I'd read about the growth in solo travelers.
Oh.
We always talk about the family or the couple and so forth, but honestly, there's been a significant growth in solo travel. And, I'm one of those people. I'm a solo person. And so it's something definitely to keep note of.
I would agree, and I think some of the value when I talk with people about, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so lonely." I'm like, "Well, hold on, you're you. It's you with yourself." But what if you just reframe that as solitude, right? It's just
Yes.
you again with self and in nature. And what are some of those benefits? I know you do it a lot yourself. What are some of those benefits that you're experiencing, or maybe that you anticipate or can see people getting great value out of just traveling by themselves?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. If people can see, not think of loneliness, but think of it as an opportunity for reflection and solitude, I think that goes a long way. But also, solo travel has really come on because of the freedom and flexibility you have. You don't have to coordinate a bunch of other schedules and so forth. And it's easier, safer than maybe ever before. And so I think these things are factors that are combining to see this little segment grow quite nicely.
I think that's a beautiful point too, because when you break things down and like why people do what they do, or they travel, or what motivates them, those two things, freedom is typically at the top of most people's lists,
Yeah.
and that flexibility. People don't, when you're with groups and everyone's got a little thing, they want to do the thing, they want to go to this restaurant, they want that, right? And then you're just
Exactly.
like, oh, I didn't want seafood. I'm allergic to seafood or whatever. Are you experiencing one of these things? And I remind people when they do these solo traveler, they do things by themselves. They start to discover what they like without the biases of other people's opinions. Do you find that more so? Like you're like, I'm starting to do what I want and discover what I like or you like.
I think that's true. Without, having to worry about two or three other people in your party, you can really focus on, what do I want to experience? What brings me joy? What is my desire? And as mundane as that may be, or as risky as that may be, hey, some people want to explore skydiving. Other people just want to, get out in the woods and walk more. It really is a wide open platform for those people that are individuals and want to do something. And one other thing is, when you have flexibility, Sean, you're able to deal with the cost of travel, because when you're traveling by yourself, you can schedule your times when it's probably a little less expensive than peak when you've got to coordinate three or four schedules and everybody's got to get the same time off.
It's a great point. And I think that one of the things that we typically talk about, how people love to immerse themselves in the environment, in the place that they're at. And I love this when I'm traveling alone. Is I get to meet new people. I get to see the perspective from their
Yeah.
experience, especially locals. Yeah.
Just yesterday I took a ride out towards Fallen Leaf Lake. It was chilly, late afternoon, fall definitely in the air. And, it was just a great experience, so different than doing it in the summer. Ran into a few people out there and like, what are you doing out here? It's and it's just a really wonderful way to connect on an individual level. I've also done a lot of solo motorcycle travel, and everybody wants to know where you're going and where you're from, and so you get into these amazing conversations, and it really is a different way to go.
I love it. Before we go, man, what's the best way people can reach out to further this kind of conversation? They may be thinking about solo or family or group travel, but specifically, I love that solo idea where you can actually start to meet people and immerse yourself. How can they reach out?
They can. I'd love to talk to anyone who's got some ideas and thoughts. You can reach me at carl@smgonline.net.
There you go. We got it at the bottom of our screen. Great chatting with you as always, my friend. I'm sure I'll see you out there walking around, hanging around, and immersing yourself in beautiful Tahoe, man. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.